Hello everyone, my name is Simon Flores and today we'll be going over a specific immunosuppressive drug. In this case, we'll be going over azathioprine, which is also known as Imuran. And these immunosuppressive drugs, they're used to treat several diseases. It can be an autoimmune disease, and it can also be something that's not a non-autoimmune inflammatory diseases such as asthma. And this one specifically is also used to treat to suppress the immune system when individual receives a kidney transplant, so does not reject that organ. So next, the pathway. There's three different pathways which Emeran can take, and here we can see those three different pathways, and we'll go a little bit more in depth on those on the next slide. But the main pathway we're trying to achieve is the one that goes straight down, and we're trying to achieve an immunosuppressive effect on this. But again, there's three different pathways, and we'll go over them on this next slide. So again, about those three different pathways. So we can go over our main one that we're trying to achieve, and probably the most important one. So acetylcholine is activated and it goes through the liver. After that, we get our 6-mercaptopurine or 6-MP, which is this one here in the center, right? So from there, it goes further down into 6-thioguanine nucleotides. So this are immunosuppressive molecule right here, because these nucleotides will come into effect when our B and T cells are replicating their cell cycle. So these nucleotides insert themselves into the DNA. Once they're inserted into the DNA, they provide a false purine in there, and these nucleotides lead to apoptosis, which is the death of B and T cell cycle, B and T cells, and they also can inactivate these B and T cells as well. Another way that these nucleotides can come into effect is they activate RAC1 along with CD28. These two activate RAC1, and RAC1 leads to apoptosis and B and T cells. So that's one of our pathways, and this is what we're trying to achieve, which is activate an immunosuppressive reaction. Now, our other one is another pathway is this one, which is where 6-MP leads to thioric acid, and this is a non-toxic, and it's usually clear from the body, but this can have an adverse effect, and usually to treat this we can use a drug called allopurinol. So this kind of reduces and inhibits the enzyme that leads to this reaction, that leads to thioric acid. So whenever taking this drug, allopurinol is also given, so we can prevent this pathway from taking into effect, and it can keep that focus on this center pathway. Another pathway is to go into the 6-methyl mercaptopurine, which is 6-MEMP, and this one this one's usually prevented by itself as thiopurine methyltransferase, which is this enzyme right here. It's usually it's defected, so it tends not to take that pathway. So if we take this medication to prevent the pathway on the right, and since this pathway over here on the left is already not probable, the main pathway we have is this middle one. Something to be careful for the pathway on the left is that it also causes myelosuppression, which sometimes leads to skin cancer. But anyways, again, the main focus is this one to go from our Imuran, which is our azathioprine, goes into 6-MP, and eventually leads to our suppressment of the immune system. Thanks for watching, and that's it.